Hello and welcome to Keyboard Club Coalition. I'm Sean, and today we're going to be checking out something I saw on Reddit that is keyboard related. This is the Cracked65. It's a $100 wireless Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz dongle gasket mounted Hotswap mechanical keyboard with a CNC'd aluminum case. Now, I gotta say, I'm both excited and also think it's a little crazy, but let's get into this. So, here's the design, and I think I just showed it to you before. I'm not really sure what my editor, Sean, is going to do, but this has been a very divisive thing. This really blew up today. There's already over, 1.8K upvotes on it, hundreds of comments. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check it out. So anyways, this is a little crazy. $100 or, 100 euros. It's about 115 US when it breaks down, but let's get into the comments here. So, top comment, don't take this the wrong way, but this sounds like a pipe dream. How much did you spend on the first prototype? We haven't bought the first prototype yet. What? But we will buy it soon. We got it quoted around 100 euros, and this will go down vastly in mass ordering. Odios, I'm probably butchering that name, responds, can I get a cost breakdown for that prototype? I'm really super curious. Case, aluminum material, machining costs, shipping costs, PCB costs, soldering costs. I'm assuming you're not soldering this yourself. Components, SMD diodes, Hotswap sockets, microcontrollers. Now, maybe jumping in and attacking these guys on this claim that you think is pretty wild is not exactly the best, but I can understand where some people are coming from. So anyways, Cracked Gaming responds, this is without shipping, but the whole case will be around 75 euros a piece for a couple, and the PCB will be around 25 euro for a couple. I don't understand how other people get their costs so high. Now, what I believe they're stating is this is prototyping costs. And one thing that I do want to mention really quick is that somewhere else in the comments, I'm not going to be able to find it right now very easily, but they did state that the case they can get made by the same manufacturer as Corsair for their aluminum keyboards or something for about $7 per case in orders of 10,000, which is about $7,000 up front, unless they only want half, but who knows. And that they're saying these PCBs are custom, not something pre-manufactured, custom PCBs. So anyways, this whole conversation thing goes down the drain real fast. And I want to get to one of the next ones here. Okay, so Kiko's Lab. I'm sorry, but I highly doubt this is anything but a pipe dream. I'm a keyboard designer, group buy runner, as well as a production engineer working a full-time job. For my own keyboards, I use industry contacts to find what I needed and will eventually move to in-house production very shortly. I couldn't make this for $100. Not even close. Material's so expensive right now, both on the PCB and metal sides. Shop time for CNC, the metal is even more, plus base fixturing, setup costs. Throw in the Bluetooth licensing as well, put Hotswap sockets, holy cow. The fact is you're claiming a price without even ordering a prototype first is very concerning. No website yet isn't the biggest red flag, but it's a small one. Either you're very young and have no idea what you're doing, or the person who quoted you is actually scamming you. Either way, I would advise everyone to avoid touching this with a 10-foot pole until a prototype can be shown. And look, they're not wrong. They're really, really not wrong. Like, this is a pretty wild claim to get this at this price. I mean, look at Glorious with the GMMK Pro, right? That's a $175 kit, no switches or keycaps, and it took them a long time with R&D and a bunch of other stuff and a bunch of upfront money to get their own thing, and that doesn't even have wireless. This thing is claiming to have Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz dongle. So yeah, I got one more comment here that I want to talk about, and then we're going to kind of break down, my thoughts on this board. So here we go. Who's Afraid of 138 says, as Dee Klein and Kikos have mentioned in their incredibly good comments, this is very, very impossible, and I don't think you fully understand the scope of what you're trying to do. I'm not going to make fun of you because that's rude and unhelpful. I'll simply break down and simplify why it's very hard to achieve what you want to do piece by piece. Selling electronic product really is not as simple as getting some quotes. A quote is simply an infinitely small piece of the production development cycle. Let's break it down. R&D, prototyping, quality control, mass manufacturing, packaging, distribution, fulfillment, capital, more about costs of things. So he's got a really, really great breakdown here. But, you know, all those points hold very true. To come out with something new and unique is really, you know, hard to hit these price points. However, I want to talk about another board that recently has sort of come up in the community that is a Keyb Monkey. This is a $25 keyboard kit. It runs on AA batteries, I believe, has Bluetooth and wireless. 25 bucks, guys. That's crazy. I mean, I ordered one. It's on the way. It's in transit right now. How do they get it this low of cost? And they say that it should be the cheapest board you can ever have. Now, I want to point out a caveat here. This did come with $13 shipping. So it's a $38 keyboard, not really $25. However, once this actually shipped and some more people started getting their eyes on it, a sleuth in Reddit realized that this KBM 68 is a CIY Tester 68. Not a fraud, it's not some fake, but look at this. The Tester 68, a 68 key, wireless, Bluetooth, battery operated. Oh my gosh. And that, I don't know the exact conversion rate, but this comes in at about $15, right? Keyb Monkey's got it for $25, saying it's a discount from $80, which unrealistic, but mass production scale. Stuff like this out of China, there's manufacturers that make one keyboard and then they sell it to other brands and they just slap their logo on it, maybe put in switches, or if it's a kit in this case, they just need their own box and stuff, right? So that brings me to my next point here with the Cracked65. Exploded 65% with a knob. Where have we seen this before recently? Well, enter the TM680. Wow, this looks like the exact same layout here, guys. Exploded 65%, knob. Let me throw up the picture of the Cracked65. You decide. Wow, is that about the same? Let's check some of these marketing materials down here. Dazzle RGB effect. Look at that. It's the exact same layout. It's the exact same layout. So this thing kind of hit mechanical keyboard subreddit a few months ago. I guess it totally escaped me until I ended up finding a keyboard called the Gamma K LK67. It's the same keyboard. It's the same keyboard. Let's go down to some of their... Where have I seen this? It's a dongle. These are the same picture. It's the same keyboard. It's the same keyboard. The exact same. So one of the first keyboards that I got when getting into the mechanical keyboards, I'm not sure how well the light is really kind of not making this easy. Anyways, this is a Velocifier TKL 71 WS wireless. It's got a built-in, little dongle holder here, which is pretty neat. Now, right around the time this came out, Royal Kludge came out with an RK71. Bluetooth only, no wireless. But the case was the exact same. Had the cutout for the dongle, didn't include a dongle though. And then I believe the Dravo Caliber V2, V whatever. Anyways, same stuff. They're all buying from one big manufacturer. We've seen this with Skylung and RK61, the GK61, the GM61, all these, it's the same. It's the same keyboard, guys. It's the same keyboard. So here's my thoughts on this thing. This Cracked65, if they even want to have this potentially be real, and like everybody's talking about prototyping and this production cost, R&D, that's not realistic. I think they can hit their $100 mark though, their €100 mark, if they're just basically buying the same thing as this, as the TM680 or the Gamma K LK67 here, right? If they're just taking the PCB, the foam, and that, plate there, comes already with Hotswap sockets, everything, they can probably get that thing cheap. Then they just have to get a case. They get designs and a few prototypes for these aluminum cases, and they can actually get them at $7 a pop from whoever from Corsair or Cooler Master or whoever they talked about, maybe. But it's not totally unrealistic. But I don't think it's going to happen with custom PCBs and all this other stuff, Bluetooth licensing, wireless. Everybody's right. Like, where are you going to get this? It's going to come in a kit, right, guys? I've got it right here. Let's turn off the light so you can see it a little bit better. This thing right here, it has everything: Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, RGB backlighting, Hotswap sockets, a little knob that controls my volume. Hopefully that didn't mess up on the video, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's totally possible for this thing to become a reality. It's literally the exact same layout. Exploded 65% with a knob. And this is just a render. This isn't real product. This is just a render, and not even a good one at that. But I just want to say in my closing thoughts, I wish Cracked Gaming the best. And honestly, Cracked Gaming, if you're out there watching this and you want to quell all the haters, when you get into some prototyping stuff, get a hold of me. I believe it's gameclubcoalition@gmail.com is going to be the best way to get a hold of us. And, we'll work something out. Send me a prototype. Let me show it to the people. I'm not some big name YouTuber. I'm just some guy that really likes budget keyboards, And I'm excited because if this thing is real and comes out, that's awesome. I would love to help prove everybody wrong here on video format for posterities, right? But anyways, if you guys liked this video or this type of content, go ahead and hit the like button to let me know. Feel free to subscribe. We cover all sorts of stuff right now. We're a pretty small channel, and this is a part-time passion for us. So it's a lot of video gaming content, whether it's PlayStation. I love budget tech keyboards. I mean, I still got the RK100 I'm using every day at work. That thing's awesome. I ended up picking up the Duragod Fusion a long time ago. I don't know. Let me know if you want a review on that. I got that during the Indiegogo or whatever for $100. I'm just like genuinely into this type of stuff. And so since I'm genuinely passionate about this, I just, I get all amped up and I want to make videos, right? So this is really for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Fake, real, is it a possibility? Who knows? Till next time, Game Club out.